What if you had the power to place a curse on someone? Would you do it? In the Brazilian port of Belém, the market bustles with grocery shoppers. But in one part of the market, a woman is arming herself for a battle against dark forces. A life hangs in the balance.
My name is Maria Zuleide. I'm a spiritual medium. I help to expel the evil spirits that have invaded people's lives.
In the same market, another medium has more sinister intentions. He's here for ingredients to conjure evil. To cast a deadly curse, he'll need chicken blood.
My nickname is Paquito, and I am a father spirit. In the old days, people would have called me a witch doctor. In my 32-year career, I believe I have killed 428 people. It's a gift that we bring when people ask, and we do.
Paquito and Zuleide are on opposite sides of a concept of evil that permits human intervention. Both are practitioners of a religion called Umbanda. Here in northeastern Brazil, Umbanda mixes freely with Catholicism. Brought to the region by African slaves, it's a religion founded on spirits, both good and evil.
To understand, I think, anything to do with African religion, you have to embrace the possibility that the people move in and out of their spirit realm, not only with ease and impunity, but with frequency. You have to also embrace the idea that God is not a distant force. The Godhead is all around you. There's this constant, dynamic, vital presence of the spirit realm.
As a high priestess, Zuleide believes she has the power to tap into that realm. Since she was a teenager, she's been possessed by spirits. Spirits that she says can lift curses and foretell the future. Behind Zuleide's house stands the building where she practices her religion. It's called a terreiro.
A terreiro is a shack, a house of work from Umbanda, house of festivities.
In the terreiro, Zuleide channels the ancient spirits. Zuleide introduces them as old friends. Most of these spirits can create evil as well as good. But Zuleide refuses to help with their darker endeavors. Her main spirit guide, Maria Conga, works only for good.
People come here all the time and ask me to kill someone. I tell them that they have knocked on the wrong door. Here we don't do evil.
Paquito too venerates a pantheon of spirits, but Lucifer and other evildoers are more prominent here. Paquito receives clients in a small shop behind his house. Some are looking to gain a lover. Others are looking to lose one.
I can work for good and for evil. It depends on the people's request. People request more evil than good, mostly to keep people apart, to keep people fighting, even to make them die.
You can call down the forces, sometimes to heal and to rid yourself of evil, but sometimes to triumph at the expense of others. The point there, and why people move also from healer to healer, is that the whole thing has a highly personalistic kind of dimension. That there's a particular spirit medium that has a particular set of powers. It's the same technique, but it's whether you use it for good or evil.
Today, Paquito's client is a woman who claims she's in an abusive marriage. She requests a rather extreme solution.
I want you to do the work to kill my husband.
For Paquito, it's not an unreasonable request. He sees conjuring evil as a service to people.
Mrs. Raimundo is a typical case. Her husband beat her, doesn't come home, and is making her life miserable. She comes to me to get rid of him. He's going to disappear. Are you in agreement?
Yes.
How do you fight back against something as horrible as a husband who beats you? Well, you don't simply go to the benevolent priest and ask for him to be calmed down. Your anger becomes manifest, and to become manifest, you go, that doesn't seem too unreasonable to me. We call it vengeance, retribution.
The spirit medium Maria Zulady has a client. Joanna believes that an evil spirit has placed a curse on her. She has numerous medical problems that doctors have been unable to cure.
I have pain in my kidney. I feel it is swollen.
She feels her kidney is swollen. Her belly is swollen too.
10 years ago, Joanna suffered from similar symptoms. Zulady gave her a special bath to wash away the curse. Both women attest that afterward, Joanna expelled several large, hairy worms. This time, Zulady is even more alarmed by what she sees.
When I saw the dark shadow next to her, according to my own experience, it's the same as seeing a coffin in a grave.
Zulady believes she must take drastic measures. First, she prepares another bath for Joanna. She hopes at least some of the evil curse has washed into the bowl.
I take away the water that the evil is in, and then I go and dispatch it toward the sunset. I count 1, 2, 3, and the third one I throw over my head.
Joanna grows increasingly distraught. Her doctors have given her little hope.
I have lost my faith in God. He doesn't give me a remedy. Oh, Jesus, help me.
Some Brazilian traditions blend Catholicism and spirit religion. When bad things happen, they turn to both for help. Compared to the Christian notion of evil, Umbanda offers more hope.
Satan opens the way for infinite imagination of evil. And I think as a cultural idea, it is terrifying. A spirit, on the other hand, is just a capricious thing. It can really just be mischievous and harm you that way. But in the end, things are negotiable with spirits.
To negotiate with the evil spirit haunting Joanna, Zulady must find out which one is the culprit. To do that, she will enter the realm of spirits, offering her own body as a vessel. Meanwhile, Paquito has begun his work for Mrs. Raimundo. Before placing a deadly curse on her husband, he first performs a protection ritual for her, using the blood of a chicken.
In the name of the devil, the prince of darkness, I touch this blood for the purification of this body, in his memory until the day of your death.
Paquito believes the ritual will prevent her husband from beating her. After Mrs. Raimundo leaves, Paquito performs the ritual to kill her husband. He writes the victim's name on a piece of paper and puts it inside a human skull.
This work I do, the method is to get rid of the person. It is called the sacrifice of Satan. Doing it this way makes a person suffer a lot before they die. Sometimes I regret what I do, but it is my job. I am a son of God, and that's my job. And there are a lot of people who deserve to die.
It's quite reasonable that one individual human being may be drawn to the darkness, because after all, evil exists in the world, and human beings may be drawn to that. This is the entire complex dance between good and evil, this amazing way that we distill what we perceive to be the two opposite sides of the universe.
Tonight, Zulady will attempt to find the spirit haunting Joanna. To do so, she must enter the world of the spirits and allow many of them to possess her body. She describes herself as being a horse that the spirits ride.
I turn my back, then I start shivering. I have strong sensations. A cold sensation takes over my body, and then I receive the deity. Then I lose myself.
More than half a dozen spirits will ride Zulady in the course of the evening. Some friendly, some hostile. Joanna and her son Claudio watch the proceedings anxiously. Claudio is the one who urged his mother to see Zulady. He suspects that an old girlfriend put a curse on her. On this night, Zulady is visited by many spirits. But it is the one called Baiano Grande who solves the riddle of Joanna's curse. Through Zulady, Baiano orders Joanna and Claudio to go outside with him. He admits he is to blame for the curse.
You have to ask for mercy. If you don't, I will never remove this curse from you.
What have I done to my ex-girlfriend to deserve this?
You have done nothing, but your mother has. Because she fought with her. She quarreled with her.
In such situations, because evil is not a big general thing, but it's rather an outcome of a particular malicious intent, it's easier to have a system where a shaman can actually approach the entity or the person involved and ask them to stop, and that makes it easier to manage.
This time, Baiano doesn't demand a price. He claims that Claudio's ex-girlfriend grew so angry with his mother, she asked him for a curse. Baiano listens to their pleas and decides to grant their wish. He lifts the curse. It has been a long and successful evening, or so they believe. 2 weeks have passed since Paquito put a deadly curse on the husband of his client, Mrs. Raimunda. He claims the curse has done its job.
What happened to Miss Raimunda's husband? He died.
He died. Can you show us where his grave is?
When pushed to show proof that the curse has worked, Paquito balks.
No, I will not show you his grave.
One doesn't know ultimately whether in fact what's being dealt with here is real live death. But one can say that people who believe themselves to be cursed can often in fact die. And there is such a thing called voodoo death, which is, deals in various ways with the effects on the mind and on the body.
After the nighttime ritual, Zulady had planned to perform a final ceremony to cleanse Joanna's house of any residual evil. But she never gets the chance. Joanna has died.
I have some very bad news to give you. It came as a surprise. Joanna had a heart attack. It happened so fast. We're very shocked. I never thought this would happen inside my house. But it happened.
Zulady is convinced Joanna did not succumb to evil spirits.
Mrs. Joanna passed away, but at least she went clean from the curse. She died from something else, but not the curse.
Claudio is not so sure. He still blames his ex-girlfriend and her evil curse.
What am I doing now that I'm alone and my mother's dead? This woman put the curse on me and my mother. She wanted this to happen, either my mother or me to die, so one of us will be left alone.
Claudio vows revenge.
I'm not going to leave this alone. I won't.
Gossip is spreading that Joanna died because Zulady failed to get rid of the curse. Though badly shaken by the death, Zulady has resolved to carry on with her work.
Evil will not prevail inside this Torreiro. I will always work for the good of my sisters and brothers.
In the Umbanda religion, evil is both a force to fight and a force to enlist on your behalf. The spirits are at your service.